Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please let me know if you can see me and hear me. Thanks to all for your birthday wishes. And yeah, let me know in the chat. Please write a plus or minus. As you can see, I'm prepared for today's stream. Normally, I don't wear dresses and this huge earring, so I decided to wear something special because it's a special stream. So yeah, I hope everything is fine technically. Great, thank you very much, Ronnie Lee. So let me tell you what we're going to talk about and what I have prepared for today. So basically, I want to talk about my professional accomplishment, my achievements that many of you were able to see through this year. I'm going to talk about some of my meaningful memories and obviously my new projects, my goals. And also just to share this day with you. It's actually the second time I'm celebrating my birthday online. Let me know if you joined it last year. The stream is not available for now, but I'm going to make the stream available for everyone. So yeah, if you'll decide to rewatch it, there will be this opportunity. So thank you very much, everyone. As you may know, most of my friends are outside of Russia now, so it won't be easy to celebrate all together. That's why I decided to celebrate it with you, because no matter where you are, it's always important to have some support and special days and special memories. So I would like to start with the YouTube, and I believe that many of you have been following me. Some of you who are here today have been following me for at least 2 years and know me as a tour guide on Heygo, who did many virtual tours. As you can see, this year I've started doing more videos on YouTube, like specifically for YouTube. And recently I was able to reach 1,000 subscribers, which is a big milestone to me, because that is the number of subscribers that I'll need for monetization. But there is another factor that I didn't really think of that much when I really made, like wishes and goals a year ago. So I was more like thinking of reaching 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, I also needed 4,000 hours of watch time. So for now, I'm just halfway, but I'm really thankful that the community of people who watch my channel is growing. And that is something that is important for me, to make my audience bigger, because those of you who know me, thanks to Heygo, also know how much I invested my time, and created everything myself into the content. But it made me realize that any platform can close, and then you end up with pretty much nothing. And I also considered Heygo and all of the platforms that I worked with as a tour guide. Yeah, those of you who haven't joined my virtual tours, I want to say that I'm a tour guide. So that's my main job. That's my main occupation. Yeah. And I did many virtual tours touring Moscow, touring the city. And I started doing it in, I think, in the beginning of coronavirus. So today, I hope that YouTube will be the platform that I'll be able to stick to create more formats, to create more videos. And here is my question for you. By the way, let's also celebrate it together. What was your favorite video? What was your favorite tour? maybe in general, maybe in the last year, like what do you remember what was special? So I'll just talk about like some of my achievements as I can see it personally with YouTube, and also what I'm going to. So obviously, after the beginning of the war, I was in let's say an unusual situation for a tour guide, because it wasn't uh, easier for me to continue doing tours about Russian culture, Russian history, as many people um, didn't support an idea of someone walking around Moscow with a camera and talking about this city's beauty. For many people around the world, it's not easy, to distinguish um, culture, history, and politics. And, I understand it. So I was just also trying to find something in between, and also starting from Hegel from the beginning. I focused a lot on everyday life to show Russia as how people live, their mentality. So moving to YouTube in the beginning, I was doing pretty much the same. I was doing my virtual tours, but it ended up being an absolutely alien format for YouTube. So I was just trying to create shorter videos. And I've started with some also like virtual tours, but those that I did specifically for YouTube. Yes, Michaela, watch hours. So watch are not only live, but basically the time, and it must be 365 days. So which means that all the videos that I created a year ago, and I had like certain hours of watch time, are no longer counted. So I have to like work harder these weeks or months to get more hours. And honestly, if you want to help to support me, you can just like watch these videos on the background without any sound, so it will be easier and faster for me and other bloggers who don't have monetization to reach this time. So going back, yeah, I don't know, please feel free to write about your preferences and everything. So I was doing like virtual tours on other platforms, as some of you might know, like Buy Me a Coffee. And if you haven't joined any Buy Me a Coffee tours, the link is in this tour description. It's pretty much like everywhere. I've also pinned it in the comments. And I've started doing like more tours on Russian literature, and specifically also like analysis, something that I hadn't really done before on Hego and other platforms, because it was just different. It was more about like showing around the city with the YouTube. Some of my latest videos were more about like Russian supermarkets, which also something new for me. I'm really happy to see that I've started reaching thousands of views, because for I would say like 7 months or something like that, I had around like 200 or maybe 300 views. And one of the videos that was more similar to, let's say, what YouTube wants, what people watch on YouTube. This one, and if you haven't watched it, feel free. This was about like fast food chains, American fast food chains that are still in Russia, or those that haven't left. I've also talked a little bit about Russian fast food, and I think that there is a difference. There's certainly a difference between like live tours or live streams as it's now, because well, you are able to ask comments. It's kind of like pure. It feels real, and maybe we have like more connection through it. But at the same time, when you have an opportunity to edit a video, you can have the highlights. And sometimes once I watch a video and I edit it, and I'm editing it, I realize like I spend too much time on this and that. Once it's live, it's obviously harder to do it. So This being said, I'm still trying to find a format that would work, for YouTube, and that would help me to um, grow my audience, to get more subscribers, more people who'd be interested in my channel. I started also looking at some other bloggers who have the same topic, and probably some of you have already subscribed to these channels. But honestly, I feel, and I hope that this is just something different for me. So I don't want, to be in any box, in any category of like people who just support this or who support that. I am where I am, and I know that things that I believe in are not really the most, popular ones, and maybe it's always easier to get more views and more subscribers when you just have like big words and something that is more clickable. Maybe I'll get it. I don't know. So yeah, this was one of my achievements that I just can see the growth. It's really slow, but I really appreciate, every subscriber, every comment, every like. And if you're enjoying this stream and you want me to do more streams, also please press the button like or subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And you can let me know in the comments what other streams you'd like me to have in the future. As for other achievements, I've started doing more tours in Russian at all, and I was able to work more independently and to collect more reviews. And this is something that gives me hope, as a tour guide, that once I was able to succeed with Russians, and my colleagues from other countries always complain that Russians and Israelis are probably the most difficult tourists. There are, like some countries where you see that you have to like work harder to impress. There is just, like cultural differences, and you need to understand the country. But I'll say honestly, it is harder to work with the Russians than with foreigners. One of the reasons is because, like, obviously people know more about the country, the culture. They already know all of the highlights. So if, let's say, with a foreigner, you're able to show the Moscow Metro, which is certainly one of the most beautiful ones in the world. And I'm thinking of doing a video about it, but I really don't know whether it fits or not. So I have a short video about Komsomolskaya station, one of the most beautiful stations, wasn't popular. So let me know if you'd like me to do a video with top Moscow metro stations, or again to continue showing you the city and the attractions and the highlights of the city. So this is it with the YouTube, and I'd say, yeah, about like my professional achievements. Of course, I wouldn't say it's the easiest time to keep growing as a tour guide in Russia, and I've been working as a tour guide for over 8 years. So obviously, I was able to see kind of like more growth in the beginning, and it was really fast for me. And obviously, one of the breakthroughs was also during the pandemic, because I've started doing like virtual tours. But again, I'm really happy that I keep learning a lot by being a tour guide or a blogger on YouTube, creating these thumbnails and everything. Everything that you can see on this channel was created myself. So I record these videos. I have to like edit it, create names, descriptions. It's really like a lot of work, even just to post it and to notify everyone. By the way, you can subscribe to my pages on Buy Me Coffee or Patreon, even as a free subscriber, and you get notifications about like new videos and everything. Thank you, Vlasta. Thank you, Sue. Thanks to everyone for all of your wishes, and yeah, let me know what you'll be interested in. So I'm going to share my thoughts on new projects and my plans, and then I'll probably going to tell you what I have learned through this year and what I wish everyone. So as for my new projects on YouTube, I still want to do more on Russian literature. This is just something that is important for me, and I just love it. And I see that it's certainly one of my majors. And there is um, for now, like there's only one video actually, but I've done most of this tours for supporters only. And I keep doing like some tours that are only for supporters only for a number of reasons. As you know, I'm still in Russia, so I'm not able to say everything I want, everything I think freely. Just um, it is as it is, and also it is important for me to show my to all of the supporters, to everyone who keeps supporting me, no matter how many videos I do, how many videos I create. So I try to do at least 4 videos. Sometimes I do more. Once you go to my page, you can see like different memberships. I still keep thinking on what could be a better way, to do videos, to share more content, as I also like keep writing my essays about Russia, about my life in Russia, and hopefully one day it will end up as a book. So this is also one of my goals and ambitions in the future. And of course, you'll be the first ones I'm going to share it with. As for YouTube, so my hope is to reach monetization. So it will be easier for me to create more videos, and I'll honestly have more motivation, because once you spend so much time on it, and you just have so many hours. I haven't reached even half of it, like seriously. So it's not easy. So my plan is in the next month to do more streams that would be tip supported for everyone, the same way I did it on Heygo, in other platforms. So you can make donations, contributions. This will be mainly tours that I have already done at some point. So there'll be either lectures on Russian literature, history. Now you can already see Dostoevsky Crime and Punishment. It's available on my YouTube for everyone. It will be on the 7th of March. I'm going to publish more, but there will be other tours and lectures available for members only. So this will be for new lectures. And there's one of my favorite tours that I have, and I'm also proud of this format. It's called Beyond Borders. So Beyond Borders was originally from Tanya with Love talks, streams, where I've actually shared my feelings on how things are happening in Russia, how everything is going. And wherever you live, you have like a certain agenda based on your country's interest, based on the language you speak, based on your interest in everything. And it makes sense that, living in Russia, you may not know that much about Congo, its history, and what is happening, because you just don't see it. So there are so many things that happen in Russia and viewed in Russian differently, not only by Russian propaganda, but also many events. And I think that this is something that helps to better understand Russia and the world in general, because one of my goals with my YouTube channel and everything that I do is, empathy. So there would be more empathy in this world, and this is, one of the ideas also of what I do. I would like to pretend it's a peacetime sometimes and learn about the country, typical tourist sites. I'm also interested in the regular life in Russia, just worry about you. And Thank you very much, Julie, for your comment. Again, I'm waiting for everyone to share their thoughts on what they'd be interested in. Maybe I will do something like a survey on my YouTube channel. So yeah, I will keep mixing videos. Maybe like some ideas, as you can see. Again, for now I will need more hours. It's pretty obvious so far that most of the people who go to my channel are interested in supermarkets, in kind of like post-sanctions Russia, in Russian malls and everything. So that is also what I keep doing. But yeah, I'll try other formats. Like I also can see that these kind of talks and streams so far are not that popular. I'm also trying to make it, more um, interactive, like to add videos and everything, so it will be easier to watch, it will be more watchable. So yeah, so these are my plans with YouTube. I have, like also some ideas about upgrading my gadgets, and I also keep working on it. Again, like I invest in everything like slowly. This my strategy is like not to buy just everything the latest models, because I think it's also important to work on your content and to see once it works, once you see the results, because maybe YouTube is not for me, maybe I'm not like a good um, a content creator, and I have to like keep doing in-person tours. And yeah, one of my use and goals is also to start working outside of Russia, so I'm also looking for options. So this will also depend, like my channel will also depend on whether I'll stay here or maybe I'll move somewhere. But in any case, so far it is about alternative Russia. So I was talking about Beyond Borders channel, Beyond Borders. That yeah, this is something that I like, and I wanted actually to do something like a weekly review of Russian news and then my comments. So far, I'm not sure I'd be able to do it in the way I want, like on YouTube as a format. So maybe I'll just try once to record it to also see if the audience is interested. Maybe once I reach monetization, we'll do it as stream. So I don't know if there'll be big changes or anything, because everyone says like you keep making only like $2. A friend of mine who has a YouTube channel in Russian, she makes only $2. She made $2 in 6 months. By the way, those of you who also think that I do it for money and keep like making millions of dollars. No, like no, and of course, so far have invested. Um, um, yeah, have invested more, than just I have. So if you like what I do, if you want me to create more, feel free to support to support my channel, to share my tours, to share videos, and yeah, you can also join tip supported tours. So are you going in-person tours in Moscow? Is it that dangerous? So thank you for your questions, by the way. Yeah, so I've also decided to do this stream because this is a chance for us to talk. As you can see, I haven't done many streams because I think my audience is now bigger. Not everyone knows who I am. So yeah, I keep doing in-person tours in Moscow. I wouldn't say that it's dangerous. It's just different because most of my tours are in Russia now. We barely have any tourists, and those that we have are different. And also, well, we are paid, I think, like in dollars 4 times less than what we were paid before the pandemic. It's in Russian or in English. So obviously, this is just it. Virtual tours don't net much money. Yeah, it's true. It's obvious, especially if you're from the country that many people want to boycott. Thank you very much, Anna. Those of you who don't know, Anna is my amazing colleague who's originally from St. Petersburg, but now she is in Israel. And if you want to watch virtual tours about Israel, feel free to go to her channel. I also admire you. You're an amazing tour guide. Our audience is very different without Hego. It's true. And I think I've talked about it a year ago, also my birthday tour, that it will be different for virtual tours, for the future of virtual tours, for many, many reasons, that I've listed. One of them was also the quality of the content, because for now, like, you have so many YouTube bloggers that have access to the best cameras, the best this and that. Yeah, so this is also like the market question: how much the interest we have, how much people are able to invest in it, and also the understanding that whether you need to pay for the content or not, because again, there's just so many things that are available now, and it's also understandable that people are not ready to pay for everything for everyone like that they follow. Thank you. So if there are no more questions, I'm going to tell you like things that I've learned this year, last year, in the last couple of months, because of course it is related to where I am, to what is happening in Russia. This 4 years like passed by really, really fast, and for the world, the pandemic wasn't easy. Um, but what is happening now makes me think, and a lot of people in Russia, that we wish the pandemic would be back. It is certainly a stressful and a traumatic experience, but there are a few things that I was able, kind of like to learn and to go through. Well, first, it is about money, and I heard also from you, from your comments, that everything is getting more and more expensive, less and less affordable. Some people argue, saying that no, like in Europe or somewhere is worse than in Russia, but I'm still able to travel. I visited some places, and it's not only that in Russia everything is getting more expensive because of the war, but also also ruble is going down, and it's just crazy. Like, I was in a supermarket a few hours ago, and I was like, oh my god, 2 months ago cheese was like twice cheaper. So everything is getting more and more expensive, and of course it's not easy to accept in the beginning, but now, like, this year, I just um I'm kind of like okay with everything. Like, I don't say it's okay and it's good what is happening in Russia, uh and everything, and it should be this way. Of course not. But I think, um, and my general feeling is that we have one life, and if we focus on asking ourselves why everything is so expensive, um, time flies by really fast, and you can choose like being miserable and upset about things that you cannot control, because obviously I cannot control many things, no matter how many comments I have, what have I done to stop the war or anything. Like, uh, I'm certainly not that big and that important. Maybe once I grow my audience, I'll have more opportunities to change things, but for now, like, I'm also realistic about myself and my abilities. So yeah, and I'd say like this is just one of the general things, and it makes everything easier. Just how much, also in terms of money, like that before. Uh, with the rubles and everything, you had more money, and in one day you realize that you can just lose everything um, easily. Like once you have to leave Russia, you you don't leave like everything behind, but you leave behind pretty much a lot, including your friends, your family, and with these years, also uh, with my 29 plus years, you start reevaluating things and seeing uh, what is more important. And I think that the number one thing is just being happy, being true to yourself. And that's why, when people ask me why am I pacifist and why am this and that, because genuinely I believe that it would be better for everyone if people lived in peace, not even as countries, but once you're just so greedy and you want to have so many resources and everything, you keep like worrying about it, you want to isolate yourself from these poor people. It certainly creates more and more conflicts, and a lot of conflicts are about like this rich and poor, that we are not appreciated, and we deserve more than we have. um, it is not only about peace, between countries, but it's a lot about inner peace that I wish everyone, and I think that countries in general, and the focus shouldn't be. This is just again my vision. Shouldn't be on these big ideas, but more on how the citizens live, and if life is getting better, if people want to live in this country, or whether people want to, like leave it for good. And unfortunately, that is what I was able to see in Russia. There is a huge brain drain. There's a really low birth rate. So I hope, and I just with everything being said, I really wish that people would be proud, not only by the words and feeling that they have to say, but proud that they want to live here, even if they had a chance to go somewhere else in the world. They had all the opportunities. So, what it's like in the rural areas. I think it's like, um, let's think it's like everywhere in the world. I'd say like in Russia, everything is way more focused in Moscow than in some other countries where I've been to. Just one number, that in Moscow, only officially we have 13 million people. Unofficially, it's up to like 20 million with the Moscow region. So we just have a lot more of everything and opportunities. Maybe I'll do some videos about rural areas. Thank you very much for your question. Visit my dad regularly. I do. Thank you for your question. Thanks for remembering about him. Yeah, it's obviously not easy for him to go through it, but he still has hope. And yeah, that's what we have, because we all need hope in life that um, somewhere one day things will get better, and everything that we've been through wasn't for nothing. But yeah, I think it is important to live, to celebrate life, and yeah, to enjoy it, and not to keep blaming everyone. It doesn't mean that we should yeah, also just say like, it doesn't mean that we should justify anyone. It doesn't mean that there are people who are not doing evil and wrong things. But yeah, it's about focusing on yourself, that you do good for yourself, and this way you're able to make better things for others. I might sound like a guru, or whoever I might sound, but this is just really the way I feel, because I obviously have many ups and downs, considering what is happening in the last couple of years. But um, yeah, once I come back to this mindset, it's really easy to go through everything. Gives error code. Thank you, Claudia. Let me just go through all the comments that I have. So if you want to support my work, if you want to support this stream, I will share links with you, or whoever has access to these links. I will just ask to share. Just one. Ты можешь, Арчи, ты можешь ссылками поделиться, которые под видео в комментарии? Короче, на Buy Me a Coffee и Patreon. Okay, I've asked to share links, and yeah, they will be there, so I'll be really thankful. Now I have actually, I think, like 4 platforms, so even if it's $1 or less than $1, I'm really thankful, because it's, in general, like for any creator, especially a young one who just starts, a new one, any support means the world. It just shows that everything you do is noticeable by some people. So yeah, thank you for the question. We had war in creation in the 90s, survived, changed my life, still going, although nowadays. Of course, I mean, it's a traumatic experience. It's a traumatic experience on both sides, and I think there should be more videos, materials on it, and people should learn. Hello, please let me know if you can see me and hear me. I have a worse camera. I'm back on another computer. Yeah, apparently Russian hackers and whatever attacked my computer. I'm kidding. Yeah, as I told you, like, I have to upgrade my gadgets and everything, which is not the easiest thing to do, as many companies have left Russia. But in any case, I'm working on it. So thank you, thanks for sharing last time, and sorry for disappearing, but I'm back. Greetings from Finland. Thank you for watching me. So again, Robin. Okay, great. So I think shared pretty much that I wanted. Again, if you want to watch more tours, YouTube, join more streams, you can subscribe to my channel, and you can subscribe to my Buy Me a Coffee Patreon accounts, either as a free member or make monthly contributions. And yeah, this way you won't miss my posts about new things, new ideas. And yeah, I don't want to spend more time online, but thank you for being with me on my birthday. I really appreciate it, because um, once you still have a small community, it really feels like a family. Everyone who joins, my streams, especially as a member, knows that I remember all of your names, and it really like feels that we have. I know who likes what kind of books. And it also really, really means a lot to me. Like, even when I started as a tour guide on Hego, I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine that so many years later, like 3 years later, there'll be people who still follow me, who still be interested in my work, who support me no matter what's happening in the world. And yeah, this is something that inspires me. Like once you see feedback, once you see support and appreciation, um, it's just something because of course it's not easy to go through when you have a lot of rejections, and as many as you know, as a tour guide, I was also rejected by many organizations simply because I'm from Russia, and that is what was said on virtual tours. Because well, you know, it's not about the company; it's often also about the audience. But in any case, I'm really thankful and grateful that today in this world, you can continue what you want, what you love, with YouTube or other platforms. You can still find the way. Can I assume you declined all the marriage proposals? So crazy. So I'll just say that I'm working on job proposals, and actually, I am I'm proposing myself these days. I would say that a few years ago, I wouldn't think that I could be a good tour guide somewhere abroad. Like maybe I thought, but I still think that I need to learn a lot. Um, but now having so much experience in so many different fields with tours in Russian, this and that, learning really a lot in terms of history, in terms of how to be a tour guide. I am more confident on working somewhere else, and I have a lot of ideas. So hopefully, we'll be able to discover more tours, more also about Russian diaspora in other places. Because yeah, I love my job. I love being a tour guide, and I love to share my knowledge, things that I've learned through all of these years with the world. Great guide. We are blessed. Thank you very much, Ranilene. So I have some recordings that I'm also going to share. By the way, my new video that I've just shared yesterday, recorded yesterday, will be about shopping mall, but the like most expensive luxuries. We'll get to see what Russians buy. I also have a video about one of the most beautiful buildings in Moscow. It's a French embassy. I have Moscow city area, the downtown of Moscow. So there is a lot that I have recorded for you, and I have more plans. Um, Maybe we will restart virtual tours one way or another. Again, I'm still waiting for your comments about your favorite tours or things that you are interested. So thank you very much for all of your support. Thank you for everyone who has made contributions today on PayPal, yeah, and on Buy Me Coffee. We'll be more than happy to see you again. Please don't forget to click the button like, and also you can write comments under this video if you're watching the recording, or if you have some thoughts that you'd like to share. I actually read all of the comments. I mean, not answer, uh, but I read them. So thanks to everyone who decided to join me today and keep supporting my work. Have a nice day. Bye bye.